Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. This is your girl, Retro Star. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, guys. Welcome back to the wonderful world of Retro Star. This is the first no death run of the year, and I am happy to present one of my most favorite games, NES games of all time. We're going to be playing no death running Metroid today. Metroid, one of my all-time favorites from 1986. I remember I got this game. My mom took me to Toys R Us. They had it on sale for $29.98. And you gotta remember, back in the days, these console games and stuff like that were really expensive. So when we found the game for like $29, it was a steal, and I was able to get it. My mom wasn't always happy to spend $80 or 70 something dollars for a game. We're gonna start this off by, grabbing the very first power up. And yeah, guys, sit back, relax, get some popcorn, get some drink, then go through this journey with me. We're gonna be doing a commentary through the whole journey of Metroid. We're gonna do a Zero Suit Samus run as well. We're going to be doing that as well. So everybody sit back, relax. Happy 2024, everybody. This is the greatest way to start the brand new year, with a no death run of Metroid. Of course, I did this with camcorder recorded runs. That's the way I do. That's the way Retro Star do. Even though it's easier to do it the other way, but this is absolutely a more legit way of doing it. Let you hear all of the natural background sounds and everything that's going on, and natural reactions and everything, and plus voice commentary. So yes, this is one of my one of my childhood favorite games. So I'm glad that this should have been my first no death run. This Zelda, Kid Icarus. I'm going to be doing probably Kid Icarus next. Kid Icarus is probably the little brother of Metroid. I've always put them in the same category because they're both from the same company and they're both alike. And yes, they're definitely both was released in the same year, 1986. So yeah, let's go, guys. Let's get this journey going. So now, one of the very first things I do upon playing the game is to get the E-tanks. It's important to build your E-tanks up first, because you got to remember that your energy and everything is low. So it's easy to die. It's easy to catch a body when you don't have the E-tanks to back you up. So one of the first things that I recommend anybody to do, especially starting out in the game, starting out as a rookie, is to get an E-tank, which is sort of gives you a stool to stand on, because as you get power-ups, things get difficult, and you want to know that when you're taking hits from the enemies, that you'll survive. So what it does is it secures your game. It secures it puts everything in place, because the next thing you're going to have to do is get rockets, because you're going to be going and getting power-ups. So getting yourself the challenge in this game, I would definitely say, is not the bosses itself, but it's powering up Samus. It's getting Samus powerful to the point of being able to go into difficult areas, facing a horde of, powerful enemies, and being able to survive hits. Because there are going to be times where you're going to be taking hits from the enemies. So you got to ensure yourself that when you take hits from the enemies, that you'll survive. Now this is the very first thing I do, is to get the energy tanks. What you're going to do is head back. The scavenger hunts for power-ups. You're going to head back. And that's the key thing. And we're going to go and get rockets. Because if we don't get rockets, we're not going to be able to get inside the doors to get the power-ups. So powering up is definitely priority. in the first part of the game. It takes priority over everything else because it gets you ready for boss battles and extremely strong enemies in the hideouts of the bosses. You gotta know that inside of the hideout of Kraid, there are powerful enemies, and inside of the hideout of Ridley, there are very, very strong enemies. Enemies that could possibly body you in 2 hits if you are not powered up. So now we're gonna go down the gold shaft, and we're going to acquire our first batch of rockets so that we can get our power up. And it can give us access to definitely another E-tank. It'll give us access to all of the power-ups we need to go to other areas and be powerful enough to take hits from enemies and be able to take down the hideout bosses. So priority in Metroid is powering up. It's getting leveled up. Is priority, and you want to be able to survive the difficult journey and collecting the power-ups so that you can go. Once you powered up, the enemies are no problem. The bosses are no problem. When you have powered up and you've got all of the power-ups that you need, the game definitely becomes easier, and everything is doable. And it enables you to even possibly pass the game with no death. Of course, it gets simple until you get to the last end stage, of course, and then you have to use the power-ups to your advantage. See right here where I was getting hit? If I didn't have a power-up, I could have been taking hits right there. I could have been taking those hits there. So now what we're going to do, now that we got the rockets, we're going to go and make sure we collect rockets so that we can get our first power up.
Just avoiding hits that you don't have to take.
Surviving, the whole bulk of the game is surviving the journey, surviving the scavenger hunt. Because you're going to go into all sorts of fortresses and hideouts, and the enemies get stronger when you go into the hideouts. They get lots more stronger. We're going to make sure that you're equipped to go into these areas and be able to take hits from the enemies that you're going to be taking.
The enemies that you're still pretty weak.
So right now we're on our way to get a power up to get the bombs, because the bombs is going to give us access to other things. And along the way, you know, still collecting your rockets and everything. The more rockets you have, the better, of course. There's rockets throughout the planet Zebs. There's a lot of places you can get rockets from. So yeah, no harm in going and searching for rockets. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go all the way through this stage, and we're going to go straight to the power-up, the bombs. Bombs is definitely necessary. You're going to be using that throughout the entire game. So yes, in order to reach other avenues of the game, you have to have the bombs. In order to even get your E-tank, your second E-tank, you gotta have the bombs. So there are things you cannot do if you don't get certain power-ups. So it's important for you to get all of the power-ups and know where they're at. That is the whole purpose of the game. It's not even the enemies or the bosses is tough. It's surviving the journey into leveling up and becoming powerful. By the time you do become powerful, the bosses will be a cinch. So leveling up, powering up is priority through the whole entire game. And once you got that down pat, you can do this deathless possibly. Anyone can do it deathless. So now we're coming into here
First power up.
and we're grabbing our bombs, which is going to give us access to everything. Give us access to E-tanks. Give us access to other power-ups. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head on out. Can't stop. Stop. You're going to head on out. And I think the next thing we're going to do is get the ice
Oh,
beam.
and it just gives us rockets.
So in that, you can do it in whatever order you're comfortable in. This is just the order I do it in. This is just the order I do it in. This is the order I do it in. As you can see, the Rios, they can be a pain in the butt. You just make sure you body them. And you know, collecting and keeping your power up is key. Keeping everything up and your power up is key. So now we're going to head on down the golden shaft, and we're going to head on out. Gonna head back, and we're gonna go and get the ice beam. So the ice beam is gonna enable us to freeze the enemies and be able to use them as stepping stools and stuff like that. It's things that we can jump on and get to higher points that we need to get to. So that is also a useful tool. And you make sure before you go to fight Mother Brain that you have the ice beam. You got to make sure you have that. Yeah, this is one of the games that I grew up with. Metroid brought me pride and joy. Awesome times with this game. I remember actually beating this game without the map. I didn't have the map or anything. I had to figure everything out on my own. I had to do everything the way it is, and that's what makes the games fun, is figuring them out on your own. It becomes much more exciting to winning these games whenever you discover these things on your own. It gives you definitely more excitement. So this is why gaming back in the 80s for me as a kid was very exciting, because we had to do everything on our own. It may bring forth a lot of frustration, but it brings forth a lot of joy too, because you enjoy figuring these things out, and then you feel more proud when you do beat the game. You feel more proud of yourself. It's much more rewarding when you do these things on your own. So that's just my take on it. So now we're going to come in to get the ice beam, which is going to help us get somewhere in this game. So these are the key power-ups you need to get you through the game, because throughout the whole game you're going to be using both of these right here. You're going to be using both of these. So yes, definitely. Very, very, very exciting game as a kid. Jump that gap. Once the gap closes, it'll boot me up. Yeah. So now what we can do, since we got both of the power-ups that we need, we're going to head on out of here for now. And we're going to go, I think the next thing I do is go and get the other E-tank. Yeah, I'm glad to be back doing these commentary videos and start out the new year with my favorite, one of my top 10 all-time favorite games, Metroid. I played this game throughout my childhood, beat it over and over and over again. Became really pretty pretty good at the game. And then I had to learn it all over again. I had to learn what everything was all over again. And then once you know where to go, the game is really fun. And you can beat it over and over again with no problem, and even no death it with no problem. I would say the only problem you will probably have is you gotta maybe practice a little bit at the end, where you got the Cheerios, which we're gonna be there. I just explain to you, the Cheerios are really pretty powerful, and you gotta learn how to freeze them, and you gotta learn how to. Yeah, I mean, other than that, it's just this game is smooth sailing. It's easy to no death run. Once you got all 6 of your energy tanks, it'll be difficult for you to die. Trust me, if you would die even if you did it by accident. You won't die. You know what I'm saying? It'll just be easy to just pass each and every door that you go in, and the enemies will not be able to will not be no match for you, especially once you get the screw attack. They will be no match for you. So once you get all of the power-ups, it's smooth sailing from there, boys. It's smooth sailing from there. I'm going to be doing several runs of this game. I'm not going to stop here. We're going to do a Zero Suit Samus run, definitely. We're going to do a speed run. And I know that one right there is going to be one that I have to practice for. So yeah, but it's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do a speed run of Metroid. I'm going to try to finish it probably in 40 minutes. Definitely get all of the endings. Let me see if I can get all the endings. I'll give it the DuckTales and DuckTales 2 treatment to where I do all 3 of the endings. So yeah, I'm going to bring all of the endings to you and let you see what happens. You know, the faster that you finish this game, different things happen when you finish it. When you finish it quick, you'll see different things happen with Samus. So yeah, we're gonna do challenges with this game for sure. A very fun game. Once you know where to go and you know the power-ups to go to, it's really smooth sailing. And easy to do. An easy no death run to know it. This game could be hard if you don't know what to do. If you're coming in here and you're a rookie, you have to learn. It may seem hard in the beginning. In the beginning, it's going to be hard because you're not going to know what to do. You're not going to know. You're going to be getting hit by the enemies over and over again. And it's a learning experience. And once you learn the weaknesses, once you learn the strengths, it's easy. I'm definitely going to no death run. I'm going to no death run Super Metroid, and yeah, if you guys seen Super Metroid, it's beautiful. It's a very gorgeous game. My brother used to own it. It's extremely gorgeous game. So yeah, that's going to be another one that I know death run, and it's going to happen right here on your girls Retro Star channel. It's going to happen right here. We're going to have a lot of co-op games going on between me and Game Sensei. We're definitely going to be doing some co-op arcade. Stay tuned for Bad Dudes. I guess Bad Dudes versus. We're probably going to do the arcade version first. Maybe we'll do the NES version as well. We're going to be doing Carrier Air Wing. We're going to be doing the sequel. I think this is the sequel to. We're still definitely going to be playing UN Squadron. We still got challenges to finish in that. So we'll come back and do the challenges. It just depends on what Game Sensei is going to do. But yeah, this year 2024, we're going to be doing a lot of arcade classics and NES classics. You know, NES is what I do. I do the NES games. So now that we got the second capsule, we're going to head on out here, and we're going to be going to get the long beam. So this is the order that I do it in. I mean, people, they have their own ways of doing it. Everybody has their own particular way. that they get the power-ups in whatever order, but this is the order I do it in. This is just a regular run. It's not a speed run. This is just a regular no death run of Metroid. So I'm just gonna sort of go at my own pace, at my own particular pace that I go in. So long beam, all we gotta do is go up the blue shaft just a little. You know where everything is. It's smooth sailing. You know where every power up is. It's smooth sailing. So now I'm becoming very powerful, and long beam is definitely going to give me that edge. Absolutely getting more and more powerful. So now I'm able to freeze the enemies and jump on top of them. They are no longer a problem. Right now I'm pretty powerful. So at this point I'm kind of done with Brinstar, and we're going to be heading to the Narfair. And the Narfair, we're going to be acquiring 2 more power-ups. That is definitely going to make us unbearably powerful, and that was going to be the boots and the screw attack. So let's go to Narfair and get the boots and the screw attack. I'm not going to get the wave beam on this run because the wave beam is going to do me no good in terrain. So rather than waste all of that time to try to get the ice beam back, I'll just avoid it for now. When I do a 100% run of this game, of course I'm going to have to get the wave beam, because I'm definitely going to do a 100% run of this game where I get everything. I'm going to be finding all of the power-ups, I'm going to get every rocket and all of that. So I'm going to definitely speed run this game, and I'm going to 100% this game as well. So we're going to save it for that. So we're going to avoid the wave beam for now and just do a regular run so that we can give ourselves a decent time. It won't take too long.
We're headed toward the Narfair.
Alright, going into Narfair.
For our boots.
Going into Narfair. I'm fairly powerful, so the enemies in the Narfair should not be a problem. It's only a problem if you come here and you don't have anything. So yeah, we're going to be, but once we leave here, we're going to be extremely powerful, because it's going to be some things that I have to get outside of coming. So now we're going to come here to get 2 more power-ups. Boots and screw attack. This is just the order that I'm using. Everybody has their own order that they get the power-ups in. This is just the order that I do it in. And of course, when I do a speed run of this game, that order is going to change. I'll probably be getting less power-ups. I'll probably get enough power-ups to where I can defeat Mother Brain in. To get a fast, it's going to be focused on the speed run. Is going to be focused on beating the game at the fastest time. So there are some power-ups where I won't need. I'll just get the power-ups I need to finish the game. So yeah, when I do a speed run, it's going to change. When I'm doing a regular run like this, then yeah, we have to follow up with getting all the power-ups and do it in the order that you can do it in to win the game. So now we're going to get the high jump boots right now on the other side of the store. And be careful of the dragons. The dragons can hurt you pretty badly, so make sure you avoid getting hit by the dragons. Always be reminding yourself, especially when you're doing a no death run, to keep to keep your power-ups up, to keep your squares filled. Alright, now upon that I'm going to take a shortcut to get the screw attack. So what I do is I go through this wall here. This is a shortcut. I could go the normal way, but this is actually a shorter way of doing it.
So you have to,
I think.
have the screw attack.
If there's a other shorter way of doing it, then hey, let me know. But this is the way I usually go to get the screw attack. That to me is definitely a fast way.
It's kind of like a rough turn.
Yeah, just jump on the bubbles. Try to avoid confrontation with the fire-breathing dragon, and go straight for the screw attack. The screw attack is what's gonna make you an almighty powerful warrior, and no one will be able to beat you. You'll be able to flip into enemies, and them coming into contact with you will be death for them.
Don't try to kill the enemies right now until you get the screw attack.
So when you don't have the screw attack, you have to be careful where you jump, because you can get hit in mid-air and knocked into the lava. So yeah, this is where you go for the screw attack. I know I recently was helping a friend out through this game, through this journey. See how I fell in there? And those hits from the dragons are pretty harsh. So you have to be very careful. And make sure when you get there, I should have enough rockets.
One more rocket somewhere. Yeah, make sure you have 5 rockets in order to get into the door. So they said before you get there, you get the 5 rockets. Don't try to get the 5 rockets in there with the dragon.
Yeah, make sure when you get in there that you have 5 rockets at least. So now I went in there and I didn't have enough rockets. So I have to get one more rocket so that I can get inside the door to get the power up. So now I have to go and kill some enemies. So do what you gotta do when you have to do it. There's a rocket, so now I'm good to go. I can go back in and acquire my screw attack. Watch the dragons.
When you get there, make sure you have all the 5 rockets. So
when you're no death running this, staying alive is key. Of course. That's why it's called no death run. But you can easily lose.
And the fire is pretty powerful.
So just now once you get the screw attack, man, it's smooth sailing from there. When you're this powerful, it's smooth sailing from there. It'll be an easy win. So what we're gonna do is gonna go back out, and we're gonna leave the north here and go back to Brinstar. We got we got a couple more energy tanks to get, and one more power up before we begin boss battle with Ridley. So now what we're gonna do is you're gonna bomb here, you're gonna go out, you're gonna go back where you came, and then you're going to be on your way out and just go back all the way back out. So anybody that's watching my run and is trying to learn how to play this game, however, whatever order you're comfortable with, it's just the order I do it in, usually.
It'll protect us.
So just be on your way out. You're gonna go back. You're gonna be go out where you came. Watch the dragons.
Since we got all this, we're gonna head on back to Brinstar.
I am recording. Please be quiet.
To get other power-ups. It's how easy it is, especially when we just have 2 squares.
Freeze that guy, because he could be a problem. And just go out where I came. Once I came, all the way out. And we're gonna go back to Brinstar. Watch the dragons. Be careful here because they can keep knocking you into the lava. You can actually catch a body here too if you're not careful. So just try to get out of there with your life. And you're going to go out where you came. You're going to go back up. You're going to do what you do. And we're going to leave the Narfair. We're going to be on our way out of the Narfair. Alright, we're going to go out.
Still watch your
Damn. God damn. Alright, so now we're on our way out. Back to Brimstar. You're the almighty powerful Samus right here. You're a very powerful Samus. No one can stop us now. Once you've got all of these power-ups, it's smooth sailing. The bosses are cinched. So I guess I decided to go and pick up an extra rockets. And if you can find rockets throughout the game, the more rockets you have, the better. You'll just be a more powerful Samus with rockets. So you know you're going to need rockets when you get to Terrain. So, you know, collecting them and being prepared, making sure you got enough rockets is definitely key. You want to make sure you have enough rockets to defeat Mother Brain. So, whenever you can, just scavenge for some rockets and find as much rockets as you can. And it shouldn't be a problem. Once you get the screw attack and you get all the power-ups you need, and there's only one more power-up that you need to get, and that's the Barriera suit. And once you got that, it's smooth sailing, guys. You're an all-powerful force. And you'll be ready to take on the bosses. The bosses will be nothing.
for now.
Trying to defeat those bosses when you're not powerful and we don't have enough E-tanks,
So now we're going
it's definitely
to get out of Norfair.
something you don't want. So being prepared, is better for you to be prepared than to not be prepared. So if you want to land your new death run, guys, it's definitely key is to keep up to make sure that your E-tanks is always filled. Take precaution. Don't take too many hits from the enemies. You know what I'm saying? You have room for mistakes. Absolutely. You have room for mistakes. But don't make the mistake of actually dying. Don't make the mistake of draining all of your E-tanks.
Pretty much protects you from enemies, so all you have to do is just do a triple backflip,
Use all of your E-tanks.
to an enemy and you're good.
Your E-tanks are there to keep you alive.
Protected, it's easier to
So, you ever get low in your E-tanks for some reason, you gotta remember the enemies
get items.
give you, they give you the little energy pills. And you can collect energy pills from them, and you can build it back up at any time if you need to. And then you can only get 6 energy capsules, but there are still other energy capsules throughout the hideouts that you can get if you want to completely restore all of your E-tanks and all of your E-tank squares. You just get another capsule once you find it. There's, I think, another one in Norfair. I'm going to get 2 of them here. I'm going to get 2 more. One in Crate's Lair and one over here. You're going to see in a minute once I get there. So getting your E-tanks is key because the E-tanks is what keep you alive. So make sure before you go into any of the hideouts that you have at least 4 or 5 E-tanks.
So we're gonna pick up one right
Yeah,
here.
just to be on the safe
Try
side.
to help with the Rio.
I mean, a lot of the pros can do it without that
Try to
many,
help with
but
Mr. Rio.
you know, if you're trying to no death run,
We have
it's
to restore him
to secure your no death run,
into.
you should have at least 4 or 5. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lower the Rio underneath this little thing here, and we're going to freeze him and use him as a stepping stool
Don't body him.
uh, so that I can get this E-tank that's up here.
For this.
You see it?
There you go.
There you go. If you don't know about that, now you know.
And
An
now,
E-tank is hidden right there in front of your face, and you gotta be able to have the power-ups to get that E-tank. So now that I got 3 E-tanks, I'm going to get number 4 in Craig's hideout and some rockets too.
that we need.
So we're just gonna just get in the E-tank and some
Be
rockets,
careful because in here.
and then we're just gonna head
Top notch. We're
get the
very strong.
Viera suit,
They are very strong in here.
and then we're gonna head back to the North Air
This is why we get
To
in our power-ups.
face Ridley,
Ready for this
just to
battle.
let you know ahead of time.
The enemies in Craig's lair.
Awesome.
Very strong.
I can't, I'm glad that I know Death Run this game because this is one of my favorite games of all
Be
time.
careful.
I love this music. This is one of some of my favorite music in the game.
A few power-ups here. The main
I
power.
remember I used to just come to this stage just to hear the music.
Capsule, the energy
So what we're gonna do here, our main priority here now is to get
bees before you do the
the E-tank and get rockets. And get some rockets, not all the rockets, but just get some rockets. That's gonna help me in the battle that I'm getting ready to face Ridley.
Please don't,
So right, we didn't go through here.
you do it while Mama do her run, okay? You're gonna get this energy
And there's the
level.
E-tank right there, guys. So I'm telling you where most of the E-tanks are.
Prepare for this battle.
And then we're gonna head on out of here.
And then we're gonna try to maybe get some rockets and then we'll head on out. And back to North Fair.
We're not going to get rid of Craig yet.
And then back to North Fair.
We're gonna do Ridley first. I usually do Ridley
To defeat.
first.
Never mind. No.
I don't know. That's just the way. This is the way I do it.
Okay. And you see I'm filming.
Saving time and stuff like that is just not. I don't care about the time at this point. I'm just basically just doing a no death run of the game right now.
This one, 'cause I think they're
So
we're gonna give you that up.
that's what I'm focused on. If I wanted to, when I do the speed run, I'm gonna probably do something like this. I'm probably gonna maybe do Craig first, and just do it a different way, the quickest way possible, of course.
Hey, Jeremiah.
So maybe we can do it. We could do it another 40 minutes, or we could do it in under an hour.
Okay, I guess you can go
I'm
back.
recording. Can you please stop the noise?
No, be good for me, please.
All right, I got all I need to get from this hideout. So now what we're going to do is head out.
I think I was supposed to check out. Rockets.
We're going to head out of here.
These guys,
These little fly things, the flies,
freeze them because
they are really, really persistent and they're very powerful.
they
So
consistently powerful.
freezing them, I think, is safer instead of having to deal with them over and over again. Freezing them and then keep going, then freeze, then go. Freeze and go.
You don't want to get hit by.
It's always the
them.
safest way,
So
is to
I think
freeze and
right
go.
now, I'm just going to
You won't have to take those hits.
get more rockets later. Get more rockets later.
Alright, we're going to head out
Last power.
to get the virus suit, the very last power-up of the game. The virus suit is definitely going to cut down on a lot of taking the damage. You're gonna need that because when you go to terrain, you're gonna be taking a lot of hits from the little Cheerios. And I think those are even a worse enemy than even the Metroids. The Metroids are easy to take out. All you have to do is freeze those motherfuckers and use rockets. And just make sure you don't let them detach itself to you. Because once they detach yourself to you, they can drain your energy out quickly. Please be quiet. So dealing with the Cheerios is a much more sinister enemy to deal with. Much more sinister enemy to deal with. So now we're going to head on out of here and get the virus suit. And we'll go back to Norfair. Samus is pretty powerful at this time though. She's pretty powerful. She can move mountains now, like she can definitely take over this planet. Alone. Shh. Alright, we're gonna head out the door. We're gonna go upward. We're gonna go up. Back to the green room.
Okay,
We'll be going back to the green room to acquire the virus suit.
Okay, yeah, we're going up. Hey, Jeremiah, no, put the ball. Put the ball down. Put the ball down. Mama's recording. Come on, put the ball down.
That's how we do it, boys. That's how we do it. Alright, we're here. We're here
Jeremiah, put the ball down.
to get the virus suit. And then we will have all the power-ups. And we will be unstoppably powerful. We got 4 energy tanks, got some rockets, got all the power-ups. So we are ready for a boss battle. Quiet. We're ready for a boss battle. Absolutely, positively ready. Ready for a brand new beat. Yes, everybody. I hope everybody is having a great new year. I'm glad to bring you this. No death run of one of my most favorite games of all times on the NES, Metroid. So you can see what I just did. There's a power-up hideout here. And we're going to get the virus suit. The last power of the game. Quiet.
So it helps us survive.
The last power-up of the game. Collecting and keeping your power-ups, keeping your rockets and everything afloat and filled up is key to winning this game and staying healthy as possible and avoiding enemy.
Here we go.
Alright, there we go. We got it. We got it, baby. The no death run is in the motherfucking bag. It's in the fucking bag, ladies and gentlemen. Samus has reaching the most powerful she's gonna ever get in the game. So all I have to do is just collect more rockets and keep my E-tanks afloat. Keep all of my E-tanks on the up and up. And everything is smooth sailing, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is fucking smooth sailing. So yeah, I don't know if I took a bathroom break here or what. But yes, we're gonna head on out of here. We're gonna go back to the Norfair and we're going to body Ridley. We're going to put Ridley in a body bag. It's time to go. It's time to go and hunt down these enemy bosses. Be quiet. Be quiet. Hunt down these enemy bosses. It's time to fight now. I've got everything I need to do to fight, and it's time to go and do battle. So let's go. Let's fucking go.
Hey, not so much noise.
So everybody,
please.
this is my second base channel. Please sub to this channel too, guys. I'm gonna be uploading things still to this channel. I'm still trying to get my old channel back.
We're gonna go out.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I can get that old channel back. I'm still, even when I get my old channel back, I'm still going to use this channel. This will still be my backup channel for run stuff, and I will have exclusive runs for this channel too. So yeah, go ahead on and do a like and a sub. Give me a sub to the second base channel as well. And so you can definitely see all the runs and all the runs that I'm going to be doing, unboxings, etc. You know, maybe vlogs, maybe yeah, we go to convention this year. We'll definitely take the journey. You know, RetroStar has got a lot of things in the bag, so everybody just continue to support me and continue. And I'll promise this year to make things and get things better. There'll be streams. We'll start streaming again. Hopefully full force. We can get a schedule going and just stream daily, and that'll be good for me to stream and just do runs like this all the time. Just do no death runs. You can just watch us on our journey like you used to, practicing and doing NDRs. So everybody just, hey, continue to support RetroStar, you know, because I'm not going to disappoint you. I'm going to always keep you entertained. There's going to be always NDRs. There's going to be always, and yeah, I'll do some playthroughs too. Unboxings, keeping you up on the status of everything of the Super Cs and RetroStar and Game Sensei. So yeah, definitely hit a like, subscribe to my channel, and you won't be disappointed, guys. I'm going to be going all in this year. Definitely going all in. So now, like I said before, we're heading back to Norfair, and we're going to go after Ridley now. Now that I got all the power-ups and I've got a good amount of E-tanks, we're going to go after bosses. And Ridley's going to be first on my list now. So now we're going to head back to Norfair. So basically to Metroid, you know, learn to backtrack. Remember how you came there. And then, you know, because you're going to be doing a lot of retracking and backtracking and stuff like that. Just remember where you came, how you got it, and it'll be smooth sailing.
Down.
So we're gonna go back down. And I like to fall down because I can take a few hits. You know, I'm pretty powerful. If we wanna cut to the chase, we just give it a fall there. And you gotta remember, anytime you get hit, you can always recover by getting the blue pellets from you know, killing the enemies with your screw attack and getting the little blue pellets, and it'll replenish your life and it'll fill it back up if you want to get it filled back up. Just make sure you don't let your energy drain all out. It's important not to let it drain out, and to fill it up whenever you get low. You fill it up.
Back to Norfair.
Alright, heading right back to Norfair.
Back to Norfair. Now this time we're gonna go.
Don't you just love the music? It sounds like it's taunting
seek and destroy.
Na 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 na. I remember as a kid, I used to say that. Like the Norfair music feels like it's taunting you, like the taunt song. And, you know, that we used to hear growing up, whenever we get back at our enemies, we'll always sing that. We always sing the taunt song. So that's basically singing the taunt song to us in the Norfair. I don't know what you call it, but I was just saying it, that the na 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 is a taunt, as when you use it to taunt somebody you don't like when you were a kid. So when you listen to the music and it sounds like that.
Yeah.
I know I'm not the only one that knows that. I'm sure.
This.
For some people it's na 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 na. For some people it's na 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 boo boo. But for me it's na 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 na. You know, that's what we usually use. You know, we didn't use na 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 boo boo. We use na 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 na. Something like that. So now what we're doing is we're going to the hideout. Pay attention to how I'm doing this, because if you're gonna do a no death run, this is the way to release hideout. So pay attention. If you see the room looks like this, you know you're on the right track.
Past the enemies.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna get here, you're going to drop one down, and then you're going to go, and then the hideout's right there. It's easy to find. It's easy to find. It's right there. You see the two heads, indicating that you're at the second hideout. And this hideout, the enemies are strong in here. The enemies are brutal in here. You're gonna make a left, immediate left, and then of course you're gonna go. I'm gonna go and get the rockets. Gotta stop up on rockets now, because you want to make sure you have enough rockets to defeat Mother Brain. So on your journey, if you can pick up an extra amount of rockets, pick it up. The more rockets you have, guys, the better. Once you get to the terrain stage, you'll have more than enough rockets to body Mother Brain. And of course you're gonna need that for the Metroids as well. You're gonna need that to destroy the Metroids. So make sure you have a good amount, at least 200 when you get there. I at least try to have close to 200, you know, to be safe. To be safe.
This is a dead end.
Like I said, those guys, freeze them, because they're very persistent, and these guys are very strong. They're stronger than the ones in Crate's lair.
Enemies in here, very strong. Very strong.
So make sure you just freeze them, because they're gonna keep coming out.
The enemies, I think,
and they're really fast. So they're gonna keep hitting you. If I came in here and I didn't have no energy tanks,
if you're not careful.
those hits that I'm taking from the enemies, that would hurt a lot. And the cool thing about it is, make sure you get the blue. Make sure you get the blue pellet from the enemies in here, because it gives you a lot. Because the enemies are strong. And just like you can recover fast from the strong enemies, you definitely can die fast from them too. So make sure you don't take too many hits. Jeremiah, No. I'm recording. Please don't. Okay. So pay attention to what I'm doing here. Make a small little. You're gonna go underneath, because there's a dead end over here. If you go all the way over there, it's a dead end. It's gonna bring you back anyway. It's the only way you could get past us. So pay attention to what I do, and do the same. So you would know exactly where to bomb. You know exactly where to bomb. Quiet. Alright, as you can see, there's an energy capsule. I think if you count 8 squares over, jump the gap, and then get your energy tank to fill up your energy, and then fall back down in the hole, and you're going to make an immediate right. This is the way to the hideout, Crate's hideout. So that's where I'm going. So you're going to drop down, and you're going to make an immediate right if you're headed to fight Ricky, which is, now that I got my 5th capsule, I'm ready for battle. We're ready to take him down. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, baby, no. No. I didn't care about making that jump. I mean, that's for extra rockets. But I'm gonna keep going. Not gonna worry about those rockets right now because I can always pick up rockets in crates later. So right now I'm just gonna worry about going to the boss, biting the boss, and then heading to crates later afterwards.
What are you doing?
And yeah, be careful here. For some reason I just couldn't stay up there. Jeremiah, please stop.
You don't have no balance today.
Let's
Keep
go.
falling off the platform. Yay. Okay, here we go.
Alright, this boss is pretty easy. I would say if you have the wave beam would take them out faster. But just freeze the fireballs, and then you don't have to use any of your rockets if you don't want to. You can just use regular power. You can just use your freeze beam and just hit them multiple times. Rinse and repeat. When the fireballs, when they thaw out from the ice, refreeze them again. Rinse and repeat, guys. It's easy. Rinse and repeat. This boss is no problem. This boss is no problem.
Get down, Jeremiah. Get down.
So, and then just head on over there, continue to hit him. And you're going to continue this until he dies. It's going to be a cinch. It's a cinch. A lot of people have different ways of doing it. A lot of them get the wave beam and kill him with the wave beam. Yes, it's easier to kill him with the wave beam because the wave beam is long. And you can probably stand, I think they get underneath him and then use the wave beam and just kill him that way. You know. I prefer to do it this way because it's less problems. I don't want to get the wave beam and stop and then have to get the ice beam afterwards. I rather just keep the ice beam, just bite in with the ice beam and just use the ice beam and not worrying about having to change over because you have to make sure you have the ice beam when you get to coats, when you get to Mother Brings later. So just rinse and repeat, guys. Attempting to use some rockets there. You can use some rockets too. Just sort of soften them up a bit.
You could die now.
But I prefer to save the rockets and just use this. If this works, then just use it. Alright, there we go. We got him. One down, two to go. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to claim our prize, which is another energy tank. They gave us 75 more rockets after, just for beating Ridley. So we're gonna go over and claim our other prize. And that's a nice restoration of our life.
All right.
So now we will walk out of here with totally restored life.
So we're like,
and everything.
We're like full.
And more
fully,
So we're ready for Ridley, guys. We're ready for the next battle. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna backtrack. We're gonna go back where we came, and we're gonna head on out of here. And we're going to go and body Kraid. Kraid is next. So all you got to do is just backtrack, find the way out of here, out of this hideout. Through Narfair and then go back to Brimstone. To Kraid's hideout. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, guys. Can't wait to do Super Metroid. Super Metroid is going to be fun. That's probably one of the best of all times in Super Nintendo. That's going to be a fun game. Okay. Hey. Alright, let's go. Sorry about the background noise, guys. It's just the best I could do right now. It's the best I could do right now. definitely have to have a studio to record in.
Get out.
When they keep down the noise. We got the noise in here, we got the noise outside. It's just been a struggle. It's been an absolute struggle. Alright guys, so we're gonna dig our way out of the hideout, and we're gonna head out of the hideout back to Narfair, then to Brimstone. So we're gonna work our way all the way up. All the way. Yeah, it's going to be a fun year, guys. It's going to be a year of events. It's going to be a year of change. It's going to be a year of prosperity. We are definitely going to do it big 2024 this year. I'm glad to bring you Metroid No Death Run from the World Retro Star, and it's going to be, I'm not going to stop here. Like I said, I'm going to be doing extra challenges for Metroid, and still do other games too. We're going to go back and do certain challenges on games, on other games and stuff like that, and then we're going to do some TurboGrafx 16. We're going to do some Genesis titles. We're definitely going to explore every retro app.
We can head out of here now.
So since we're done with the hideout, we're going to head back to Norfair.
We got to go and get
and we're going to head out of Norfair as well to Brimstone. And to
headed out to Crane.
To Craig's hideout, to Body Craig. Now this is the original Metroid from 1986. This is the original. All of the Metroids that you have seen, this is the original game. This is where it comes from. So this is the OG of all Metroids. So just give respect where respect is due. This is where it all started, guys. 1986 on Nintendo Metroid. 1986. 1986, an amazing year. A lot of great games and titles came out that year. The NES was only a year old, I suppose. We had titles like this, and all of the other black box titles. Even Kid Icarus came out in 1986. That's another game that I'm going to No Death Run. And I think there's several endings on that, so there's going to be a few runs, and I'll do all three of the endings on Kid Icarus. Just like I'm doing all three of the endings here, like I did all three of the endings on DuckTales 1 and 2. So yeah, this is how RetroStar do.
Get down from there.
This is how I do.
Get down.
Battletoads.
Get
Another
down.
one. Another one that I'm going to have under my belt is Battletoads.
Come on, be good.
We're gonna No Death Run that this year. Definitely going to do that this year.
Be a good boy for me.
I got a chance to beat the game, but no death running a game and beating it is two different things. Especially a game like that one. That's not an easy game. It's not something you just pick up and play in no death run. It's definitely something that takes practice. It's definitely something that takes time to learn. So we're gonna definitely pick out. It's going to be one of the toughest NES games that I'm going to tackle. So I'm up for the challenge, always. You know what I mean? Doing challenges and beating games and no death running games. It's always possible. It's just how bad you want to do it. How bad you want to accomplish the no death run. That's all that matters. Is how bad do you want it. So if you want it bad enough, you can make it happen. You can make anything happen that you want to happen. So just like I wanted to no death run this game, I made it happen. Excuse all of the background noise again. This is the struggle that we have when we're doing voiceovers. Is we got to deal with the noise our kid makes and the noise the outside people make.
Alrighty.
So we don't have we really don't have a certain place to go to be alone to do.
Trade.
Pretty much what we got here. So
And
yeah, we're getting ready to head to Brimstar. We're already in Brimstar. We're going to take Ridley's ass out now. So now we'll come out here with a whole set of energy tanks.
Right now we're pretty powerful.
She is powerful. She is all powerful right now.
Got 6 energy capsules.
Nothing can stop her now. Nothing can stop Samus now. We are pretty powerful, guys.
We're in Brimstar. We're gonna head.
So once you've gotten all the power ups and gotten E-tanks and rockets and all stuff like that, smooth sailing.
Body curve.
It is smooth sailing from there. Smooth sailing from there.
Come on.
And let's go. So guys, let's just get this run done. Let's just get it done, baby. Let's just get it done. Alright, so we're gonna go down. All the way down. Back to the beginning where we started from. And we all know where Craig's name is. You can take hits and yeah, my mom bought me this game from Toys R Us for $29.98. I remember we were going to church and I couldn't, sitting up in church, couldn't wait to get home to play my game. Couldn't wait to get home. And there was a Toys R Us that is over there right by our church, where our church is. Pretty good ways, probably about a good 40 minutes away from my home. Our church was, so it was like a little road trip to go to church every Sunday. So we took the road trip to go to, our church, and there'd be a Toys R Us up right there by the church, and we would go there after church to look at the games and everything. Or we would at least ask our mom to take us there, or can we go there? And we always look at the games. So I went there, found this game for $29.98, bought it. Man, I just couldn't wait to get home, to get out of church, to play my game, to play this game. Because I remember renting this game. I rent this game like 6 times. I rented the first time and then I rented the second time. And then once I rented it, I just said I have to own this game now. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know what to do in the game, I'm ready to be the owner of it. So she took me to Toys R Us and bought me the game for $30. It was on sale. And yeah, I became the owner of the game, and I played the shit out of this game. I beat it probably 12, 13 times. I No Death ran the game back then. Absolutely. I loved playing this game. I spent so many hours on this game. I beat it without looking at the maps. Just by exploring the game, playing the game numerous of times, figuring out everything on my own. So that's what we had to do. The kids from the 80s, we had to do it the hard way. I didn't even have a Nintendo Power for this game at all. No manual at all, Just pick up, play, and use my own brains to figure it out. This is the way we did it. This is the way I did it back then. I believe it came out in '86, but I think it was probably '87 maybe when I got the game. I don't know.
The door crates later. Guess what we can do is just kind of.
All I know is I was a little kid. I was excited about this game.
We're gonna need them.
I had to own it. When I owned it, I remember a lot of my friends wanted to borrow my game. I'm like, no, you're not borrowing Metroid. You can borrow any other game, but you can't borrow my Metroid. You can't borrow my Metroid. That's my pride and joy. I play that game all the time. So me letting people borrow Metroid, it was like a no-go. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm getting ready for my boss battle because Craig is right in the next door. So I'm trying to get my rockets up, and I'm trying to get my make sure I have enough life because You know, if you're not careful, you can get bodied by Kraid. You absolutely can. So I got to make sure I have more than enough to defeat him. Make sure I have more than enough to defeat him. So when you get in here, there's different ways you can do Kraid. I chose to get him with bombs. You can also use the ice beam on him too if you want to. You know, you have a certain way you can do it. You can use rockets. I'm not going to waste my rockets on him. If I could beat him with, you know, bombs, and bombs is infinite. I will never run out of bombs, so we're not going to use up all our rockets. So I just continuously, of course I had to take hits. And the bombs are powerful, so as long as I stay in the ball and hit him with bombs, and keep hitting him repeatedly, he'll eventually die. And he definitely is not going to drain all 6 of my capsules. So I'm good. I'm good. It's better than losing and using up all your rockets. And when you don't have to use up all your rockets, you can just use your bombs, and you never run out of that. So now, okay. So now we're ready for the final battle. We're ready for the final battle. Baby. So now we're gonna go out the way we can, and we're gonna go back to seek and destroy Mother Brain. So let's go, baby. Let's go. We got this little death run in the fucking bag, and I knew it. Once I restored all my life and got all the rockets, I said we're ready to go. I think we have enough rockets to bother Mother Brain.
Now we gotta do this annoying.
I like to be over 200, but it's definitely more than enough. As long as I don't use all my rockets trying to take out those little bottles before you get to Mother Brain, then we're good. Let's go. You can always body the Metroids. The Metroids are pretty powerful. You can always body the Metroids to get rockets and get life. So I think we're ready for the final battle, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's fucking go. You're ready for this. It's a really annoying part right here. If you're not careful, the thing will you get hit by those little squares, it'll boot you right off, and then see, like it just did me right there.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And I fell all the way to the bottom. Yeah, pretty annoying. Pretty annoying. So it's best to keep on the move and keep jumping. Keep jumping up.
No noise, come on.
Sort of time yourself and know exactly when they're going to come back. And I think for the most part you do.
Come on.
Rinse and repeat.
Hey.
Jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up again. You gotta remember, you gotta put those boots, those high jump boots to work. Gotta put those high jump boots to work. And those things will work for you. So what we do now is just gonna continue to go up, and we're going to leave Kraid's hideout. So just basically just going backtrack. Like I said before, you freeze those guys because they're pretty persistent.
Come on.
And you know they try to cripple you when you go out the door. They go right through the door, and you can't even avoid that hit at all. All right. This part. Okay. So this is where I made the mistake at right here.
Come on.
Which will save me a little bit of time.
I'm trying to record.
Be careful not to kill that guy right there. Because this is what happens when you kill that third one. When you kill that third one, now you can't even get up there. Even with the jumping boots, you can't even get up on the top. Even with the jumping boots, you can't even get on the top. So this right here, I killed a lot of time here. So when I'm doing the speed run, I absolutely have to remember that. Not to body the third one, not to let the screw attack kill the third enemy. So I'm thinking that if I just go into another door and sort of it resets everything, and it'll come back. No, absolutely, it didn't come back. It never came back.
Still no third one?
It never, no, that's a glitch.
You guys are shitting me.
I know sometimes it does come back when you go out the door, come back
You
and
can
be
get up there
here
without the guy.
even after you kill it.
Like,
But for some reason he never returned back.
God can't come on.
He never fucking returned back. So now I'm like, what the fuck? So now the only option is for me to just move on and just go the long way.
Always something that just hinders
I have to go the long way. I think that's a shortcut, and it cuts down on time and everything. So when time is an essence and I have to do speed run, I can't get caught like this.
Jesus,
It will ruin the whole entire speed run. So I can't even get on that one above. That's what that third one was for. That third one was for to get you across and get you up.
How is that?
He's not coming back, and you can't reach that one up there. So you gotta go the long way.
Okay, come on, stop.
I know I was trying everything in my power.
Never mind, stop.
Try to see if I can get it to come back. So
Let's try it one more time.
what happened? Not gonna happen back. Not happening, Catherine.
That is wild. Where's the third one?
How is New Year's treating everybody? How's everybody got their year started? I got my year started with a no death run, and this is the way I love to start the year.
Anything that is hindering
I absolutely love to start the year
anything
with an epic no death run, and this one was epic, definitely.
I swear this game is just
I love Metroid. I grew up on this game, and it was one of the first games that I've ever owned. So now we're going to go up. We got to go the long way because of that. And we'll just backtrack and go all the way to fucking floor.
See where this puts me.
Yeah, man, it's been a good, great journey. So I'm gonna enjoy speedrunning this. I'm gonna enjoy bringing you more runs of Metroid and Super Metroid. Super Metroid is just super dope. That game is a sexy game. I'm gonna enjoy doing that, and that's going to be a really beautiful one to add to my no death runs on my channel. So there's more to come, guys. A lot more to come. I'm just glad to be back in the rotation.
Let's go.
And be back in the action on the internet, and yeah, we're going to have a lot of good things coming this year. All right, we're headed toward the final battle, guys. We're here. The final battle is here. So now that we got everything, we've got our power-ups, we've got our E-tanks, we've got our rockets. We're going to be headed to Turin for the final battle. So everybody hang in there. It just gets better from here. Most definitely. The final battle this year. Pretty solid game.
You're doing so good right
if you
now.
know what you're doing, it could take
Jesus
less
Christ,
than an hour to beat this game. If you know what you're doing. So yeah, we're gonna try to beat it and get get the best ending. We're definitely gonna beat it to get the best ending. I guess at the end, we all know what happens at the end when we get the best ending. At least most of us old head players know what happens at the end when you get the best ending. So we're just gonna leave that up to your imagination. If you are watching it for the first time. But anyways, everyone, we're headed toward the final battle, so hang on to your seats, everyone. So now what we're going to do is we're going to work our way all the way up to the top of the blue shaft, all the way to the top. We're going to do a little jumping and flipping. And we're going to go all the way to the tippy top. Those who are trying to do a no death run, just pay attention to everything because everything is going to matter. Getting somewhere is key. Getting there is key. Alright, let's go. So,
Okay, yeah, we're at the top.
as you can see, I'm at the top. So you go in, and we're going to head straight to the left. We're going to avoid the enemies. Freeze. Freeze and go. Don't try to take too many hits. You're going to need everything filled up when you get in here, because you're going to be battling things that could definitely drain your power or drain your life. Alright, let's go.
With the noise. Come on, please. How do I deal with enough noise coming from outside? Alright, guys, this is it. This is it right here. It's just the men from the voice.
Alright.
This is where it's going to all come down, so let's do it.
See those statues? You hit the statue, it goes up, and then it lets you right in. Alright, we're here. Final stage! Final stage!
You know, watch these Metroids.
Everybody, let's hear it for the final stage. Immediately as you come in here, the Metroids are already on your ass. So make sure you freeze them. You do a freeze and go on these Metroids and you keep moving. You definitely want to save the rockets for the doors. I think it takes quite a bit to get through the doors. So freeze and go, guys. You see the Cheerios? These are the most powerful enemy in the game. These enemies here are the most powerful in the game. The most powerful in the game. So, shit, the Metroids are the least of your worries. You can freeze the Metroids and keep going. But these fucking Cheerios, yeah, you can hit them and keep going. But man, these guys will body you if you let them. They are brutal, and they are the most powerful enemy in the game. So let's go. Try to avoid getting hit by them.
Can't you ever avoid that?
If you get hit by them, before I go into the mother brain room, I'll make sure I have a substantial amount of life, because you're gonna need every square in here. Seriously, you're gonna need every square of life. See right here, if you're gonna avoid getting hit by those guys, you can freeze them and you can go. You can freeze them and you can go. So just do that. You know, if they're in your way, you have to kill them, you have to kill them. But freeze and go. So in this point in time, I need to get my life up a little bit. So it's rewarding when you get items from. So get items from the Metroids and kill the Metroids. If you have a square that you need to fill, go in and fill it. See, right now I'm making sure I'm taking a risk, but what you gotta do here is make sure you don't use all of your rockets. Do not use it all. Okay. But the tricky thing about that is you don't know what's it going to be, whether it's going to be a rocket or whether it's going to be an energy pack. So a lot of times it won't be what you want it to be, and it'll cause you to run out of rockets, and then you will have to absolutely come out of here, get out of here, because if you don't have enough rockets, you can't beat the game. So now what I'm doing here is I'm getting my life up. I'm getting it up, making sure I have enough. So now what I'm gonna do is collect rockets now.
Come on, rockets.
And probe and pray to get rockets. See? Because if it ain't rockets, but once you get the rockets, it's rewarding. So now that I got enough, I'm gonna take that. I'm not gonna take the risk by trying to get more rockets. Just get the amount of rockets you need to defeat Mother Brain, and be able to have enough rockets to defeat those bombs, to take those bombs out. And okay, we're approaching the final confrontation, Mother Brain's lair. Keep in mind, guys, as soon as you get in there, you gotta go ham on the bottles. Right here, go ham on the bottles. You can run out of rockets. You can dead ass run out of rockets if you don't use them right. So make sure when you're using the rockets here, make it count. freeze those Cheerios. Those Cheerios will get in the way. They'll keep you from your progress. And even those things that are shooting at me. I got to absolutely ignore them and shoot the bottles because if I run out of rockets, that's the end. I would have to get out of here and go back out and get rockets again because I'm not going to beat the game. Freeze the Cheerios. I call them Cheerios when I was little. Now I know some people call them SpaghettiOs, but I call them Cheerios. So freeze the Cheerios if you have to. See how I'm taking those out? Because if you don't kill them all the way, they will come back. And then you have to hit them all over again. This can cause you to lose rockets. And it will make it very difficult to beat it. So you see what I'm doing? You see how I'm absolutely aggressively hitting all of the bottles and making it count. Make it count, guys. Because you're going to need it for Mother Brain too. You have to destroy Mother Brain. I think you need at least 30 of them. Or either 21, something like that. To destroy Mother Brain. So while you're here, make it count. Please make it count. And make sure you take out these bottles until they disappear.
Freeze again.
Alright, now from here on out, you need to freeze the Cheerios. Freeze them, hit Mother Brain. Freeze them, hit Mother Brain. Freeze them, rinse and repeat, hit Mother Brain. Get down off of there. Don't let them hit you and knock you over. Because if it knocks you over to where Mother Brain is, you could lose a life. It'll be hard to get out. Any chance you get to hit Mother Brain, take the chance. Stop the noise. But freeze them. To have a better chance of hitting Mother Brain, freeze all three of them. That way it'll keep them from interfering with your battle with Mother Brain. Because they're there to stop you. They're there to stop you from destroying Mother Brain. They're there to protect Mother Brain. So if they're not in the way, Mother Brain does nothing but sitting there. She's a sitting duck. They're your enemy. The Cheerios are your enemies here. So freeze them and go ham on Mother Brain. Each chance you get, make those missiles count. Once it starts shaking like that, you got it. So now it's just you and the battle against you and the clock.
Oh shit!
So make it count. Right? I think by here, right here, my camera was starting to run out of room. Right here. So it put an extra amount of pressure on me. Hey, I gotta do this before the camera turns off. So yeah, I'm fighting against two clocks here. You got plenty of time on the clock, more than likely. But don't take too much time, guys. You can die here. No, you can die here. If you keep falling down and that clock runs out, you're going to get caught in the explosion. Okay? So the thing is that you got to escape with your life. So jump on all of these platforms. And I would just say,
Kim, what are you fucking doing?
Use your boots to the advantage. You can do a high jump. You can jump on the highest points. Try to get up as high as you possibly can and jump on the highest platform as you can.
Stop. I'm busy.
All right, we did it. No death run. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end. We are out the end of the run. It's been a journey, guys. Thanks for going on this journey with me, everybody. This is just the first of many no death runs of Metroid. That's going to be. This is just the first. It's just doing the no death run. Okay, this is the first. This is the normal ending down. We're going to definitely do the best ending next. We're going to try to defeat this at a faster time to get the best ending. And don't forget about, because I think you're going to get that automatically if you do a speed run. So once we do the speed run, we'll automatically get the best time there. So everybody, so just thank you for going on this journey with me, everyone. This is the one of the top 5 games of all time for me on the NES. Absolutely, positively great memories with this game. Positively great times with this game. I've had a lot of memories with this growing up. So, playing this game, it brings back all those amazing memories of being a kid, of definitely being a gamer. This is the all-time high for me. One of the all-time high games that I own in my collection. Probably maybe one of the 4th or 5th game that I had in my collection back in the time. So guys, thank you for joining me in this, and I'm gonna leave you with the rest of the ending, guys. So don't forget to like, subscribe to your girl Retro Star, everybody. Hit that subscribe button. Don't be shy. Stop. And stay tuned for more No Death Runs. Keep it fucking retro, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great afternoon. Goodbye.